sales used to be earlier on in the conversation or in the journey. We'd often get access to people a lot sooner in the old buyer's journey or the old way of doing sales. Now we're talking to them a lot further down the line. So our big goal is to try to figure out as quickly as possible, where are they in the journey? How much have they, researched? How much have they talked to their peers? How much do they already know about the product? And aligning ourselves to that journey. And our sales team, we try to get away from that traditional kind of salesperson perception that a lot of people have as soon as possible. And that is, switching to helping. Methodologies that we use are relationship selling, noble purpose selling. And these all are around focusing on the customer, putting ourselves in their shoes, and then just helping them along that journey. And so it sounds fairly simple. This is something we try to train the team on as much as possible. Shift your mindset to what's in it for me from the customer's point of view. The quicker we can understand how much they know, the better we can obviously align that conversation to be more efficient, also more worthwhile for them and for us as well. So I think the hard part is always trying to figure out exactly where they are in the journey so that we can align ourselves there. So if we in sales can be that private customized tour guide, we can give you a better experience and then we can give you a better recommendation in the end. I think we've done our job to enhance the experience. It's as simple as trying to figure out even just something simple like, are they coming inbound versus outbound, right? Because that changes your approach a lot. You have to force yourself to always take a step back and put yourself in their shoes, and that will help you then align the conversation to their needs and their wants and their desires. And that will obviously help you move the deal along or move them along the buyer's journey. We've changed our focus this year, which has helped a lot. So we sent out outreach, 7% reply. Well, what about the other 93% that didn't? What does that mean? Where are they in the buyer's journey? They could just be very early in the buyer's journey, and with some proper nurturing, depending on where they are in the buyer's journey, later on, it might be the right time where that catalyst event occurs where they now do want to talk to us. So nurturing is becoming, I think, even more and more important. So for us, we always in sales get the luxury of speaking to them face to face. And so for us, it's really important for us to understand and do the discovery so that we can keep that feedback loop with marketing, incredibly strong. What we find is, I'm sure in sales marketing is we talk to them right at the end. So what was that buyer's journey for them up until this point where they're now ready to talk to sales? So that's where we can have those conversations and point blank ask, what happened? What was the catalyst event? How did you hear about us? How did you then go about doing your research? Have you gone to G2? Have you gone on LinkedIn? Have you been following us for a while? And so all of that is incredibly helpful for marketing, obviously, to understand what channels are these buyers coming from, which ones to double down on, which ones to maybe scale back on. And so that information comes from sales. So if we're not doing that, then marketing is left in the dark. And that's where it's harder, kind of back to the point, you can put out a lot of information, but at some point, if you're doing customized work like custom design or customer success, which is also a customized package, that's a lot harder to self-pick as the buyer, as well as just explain in general on general informational websites or landing pages or whatever. When you're talking about customized work, it's always helpful to show the end product. So we show other customers who've gone through and have example videos of other customers who have had that custom work done. We bring in our design team, our internal design team who works with them so that they can explain the process and they can explain exactly how this will work. People, just share feedback and that sort of thing. And a good salesperson will be able to kind of dig deeper and figure out is this actually something that's going to affect the decision, or is this just something that's come up which provides probably an easier kind of answer?